Wow. Right, so today is the 18th of May. It's been a lot has happened basically, and I ain't wanted to film because I just ain't felt like it, man. And I wasn't actually sure if I was gonna start using again, to be honest. I didn't know, man, because it's been a struggle, and I've been going back and forth, keeping myself in constant withdrawals for ages. I went a bit loopy on the diazepam. I don't know if I actually filmed at all back then. I lost the plot. I mean, on the last day, when they run out, very last day, I was fine through most of it. But then on the last day, I ended up drinking with them. And that's just me getting nicked. And I got nicked. I got arrested. So there is a small chance, well, there's quite a big chance that I'll be going back to jail in 3 months for 2 years, which I'm gutted about because of Loki, obviously. So you can imagine where my head's at. I don't know whether to just go with him before the court date and just go. But then will I be harming him even more? Going to live in a field, in a tent, in the freezing cold, when it comes to winter. Be all right in the summer, but then when it comes to winter, he's going to be really, really struggling. But, because basically, I got nicked I was outside a pub, and I don't know why I went out. I don't even know what I was doing. But I was outside a pub, and I ended up picking a fight with the biggest, mussiest bouncer possible, mate. And cut a long story short, I got arrested for threats of violence and other stuff, like a few other little bits. And I got off of that because I didn't actually do nothing. So I got no further action for them things. But while I was in the police station, I don't even know why I did this, because I don't even eat meat. I haven't eaten meat for ages, but I was eating an all-day breakfast with the most horrible processed sausages that you can imagine. I ate 2 of them, and then they brought the last one in, and they were standing in my cell, and they was like really getting to me, and I was just thinking, I don't like people close to me in that, and they was right in my cell, and I had the all-day breakfast in my hand, and I don't know why, mate, because I've never done this before in all my times that I've been arrested, but I threw the food at the wall, and some splashed on them, and I got arrested for 2 assaults on police officers. But I didn't throw it at them, I threw it at the wall. And it's clear because the impact is at the wall. I didn't throw it at the police officers. So that should all be on video, So that goes good for me. And I wasn't in my right mind. I really wasn't, mate. And they gave me more diazepam in the police cell, which are the things that make me go loopy. But because I was feeling rough, and I'm in a police cell, and I've been nicked, and I was prescribed them, I'm not going to say no, mate, because they come in with it, because I was like, I need my medication. Of course I do. When I'm feeling like that, I don't even know what I'm doing. I just want to get more off my nut. And because I was prescribed them, they give me them, but they'd run out. My prescription had gone. So they give me extra in the police station. So I still wasn't even in my right mind in the interview. And I apologised. I was even like, I'll clean it up. I'll sort it out. But I don't know why I did it, man. But I did. And I accept it. And I was going through a lot. I was releasing a lot. A lot came up from my childhood. And it sparked an argument with my family. So I'm not speaking to none of my family anymore. And that's what the universe does, mate. It removes people out of your life that are not benefiting you. And I feel now, thinking about everything, that they've been holding me back my whole life. Because when people see you a certain way, they want to keep you that way. And when you start changing and you start improving yourself, you're reflecting what they're not doing themselves. So my family all smoke weed. They all like drink and stuff, And some of them have got problems with it and other drugs, So because I was feeling all like, oh yeah, I've done it, I can help everyone else, I want to help people, I went round and spoke to my brother, and I just did it in the wrong way, mate. He weren't ready for it. And when someone's not ready to be helped, you're actually harming them by going to try and help them. You're actually causing them harm, and you're causing yourself harm, because if they're not ready to hear it, they're not going to hear it regardless. And normally, if someone gets a bit funny with me, I'll just accept it and think, oh, they don't know what they're doing. It's all right. It's just them. They're unaware of what they're doing. They're not as aware as me. Like, I pick up on everything. Like, I am everything. I feel myself everywhere. I feel myself in people, and I understand why people do certain things. But when I'm like that, I don't understand nothing, mate. I just everything that I think from my past experiences, like my left brain, my ego, mind, just comes out. So I just said everything, mate, to my family about all of this, about things when I was a kid, the way they've made me feel like I'm my dad, because what my dad did. And they've always looked like, because I started to question, why do I feel like my family look at me like I'm my dad? Why have I got the scars that my dad should have got for what he did? You know what I'm saying? Why have I got all the stigma with my name? Like, when I went round to that bouncer, I was like, you don't know who I am, bruv. And he was like, I do know who you are. You're Bradley Hughes. You're a grass. And it's just not true. Like, it's just not true, mate. I've never, and it doesn't matter anyway, because most people watching this would probably be like, oh, you should have got them arrested for what they've done to your face. But I didn't get anyone arrested for what happened to my face. I'm in the paper talking about it because I got arrested for it. I got stabbed in my neck, in there, in my side and in my back and in my arms as a defence wound on that side. And I got arrested. It was here in this flat. I got arrested for GBH for it, Section 18. And I was thinking I was going to get lifed off, because if I get one more GBH Section 18 or any grave crime, they're called, I'm mandatory life sentence because of everything I've done in the past. So I would have got a mandatory life sentence for getting stabbed. So what happened is I got stabbed, and then the geezer went to the police and said that I attacked him first. So then I had to obviously speak up for myself. So I went to the newspaper, and I got in the newspaper. So I think people think from that I went and grassed him up, but it just didn't happen like that. Like, he went to the police first, and I got arrested first. Like, I got arrested when I was in hospital, and I just couldn't believe it, mate. The first thing I said to my girl when I woke up is like, no names to her. And then I got arrested, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to say something. I can't just accept what he's saying. I've got to speak up for myself. So I think people think that because I went to the paper and I said all this, they just got it wrong, mate. And then years ago when this happened, my best friend stabbed me up in my sleep. I was still out of it. I was still completely, I was drunk so much that night that I fell asleep on the kitchen floor, and that's when he attacked me. That's where I woke up to him doing this to my face. Well, one of them, this one, and my side, and that again, my back. And yeah, I woke up, and all my family around me, my brother, my uncle, everyone going, bruv, you can't let him get away with this. What if he goes and attacks someone else, like a kid or something? It's just not right. And they really persuaded me to say something, yeah. And when I was in the hospital bed still, the police came in and they took a statement from me, but it was their words. They basically wrote what they wanted me to say, and I signed it. The next day, I thought, what have I done, mate? I've made a statement against someone. I don't grasp people, bruv. I deal with it my own way. That's just the code, isn't it? But I did it. And then I was like, you know what? It was back in the day where if you didn't go to court and you didn't go through with it, they got off with it. So I thought, you know what? I'll just do that, mate. I just won't go to court. I just ain't going to turn up, mate. And he'd get off with it. And he did. So... And the thing is, yeah, the geezer that called me a grass, he made a statement that night, about me threatening him. Yeah, threatening. He made a statement saying that I threatened him and he got me nicked for that. Yeah. That's exactly what I did in the police when I was in the hospital bed. I made a statement and then I didn't go through with it. He made a statement, he didn't go through with it. So if I'm a grass, he's a grass. So, you know what I mean? Like, I started questioning everything about that. Why have I got all these things? Why have I got everything my dad deserved, basically? And that's because my family saw me as my dad, because I look so much like him. And that's not their fault. But at the same time, it's not my fault. And I've had to live with that my whole life. I've had to have I've had his punishments. I've served more time in prison than him for something less. You know what I mean? I went to prison for just as long as him for going into a pub and blagging up the barman to give me more drinks, told him I worked for a protection racket and all that. I didn't even say it. It was my mate, the one who done this to me. He was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went in a pub and blagged him up and I got 4 years for that. He got 4 years for what he did. I got 7 when I was 17. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, and I started questioning all of this, mate. And it's because the way my family treated me, regardless whether they accept it or not, it is. Because otherwise I just wouldn't feel like this. It's not my own paranoia, because it's not something I think about all the time. It's something that's in my subconscious, that's been running my life for my whole life. That's why I've got no self-love. That's why a lot of things, there's so much that has come back to me recently, and it's healing. I'm healing from it. As soon as you recognise it, you're healing from it. As soon as you're aware of it and you recognise, oh yeah, that's why, you start to heal. The healing process starts. So I've been through all that again, and more things come up that I just didn't even know was there. I haven't taken no drugs for a long time now. No drugs. But it's only been 4 days since I stopped smoking weed, and I've been struggling today. And the reason why I haven't filmed is because I still haven't even put the first video out yet. They're all uploaded on YouTube, but I'm starting to realise that the channel that I've uploaded them to is dead. So I probably should open a new channel with them, which I might do. You'll know by now anyway. So I've still got all the videos uploaded on YouTube, so I can just download them and just upload them to a new channel as I need them. So I thought, yeah, do you know what? I've been getting the signs, things telling me to take action today. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to start filming. I'm just going to do it. And because I know so much is coming, like, because I keep making the right choices. And since I've been making the right choices, things just work out for me. Money comes to me when I need it. When I really need it. Like the other day, I was so skint, mate. And something led me, like so many signs. I ain't really played scratch cards for a while, but so many signs led me to a £50 win on a scratch card. So I well needed that. I wouldn't have been able to get through. So it's because I've been making the right choices and I'm in the right vibration. And I've let go of a lot. And I've let go of my family's hold over me. But this is what I was going to say earlier, yeah? When people see you a certain way, like you're the poor one, you're the angry one, you're the aggressive one, you're the bad apple of the family, yeah? When people see you like that, it's hard for them to see you any other way. And they try and keep you in that safety comfort zone. Because when I was like coming off the drugs and I was suffering, because I have suffered so much through this. It's been so hard, bruv. I have really suffered, mate. But it's through the suffering that you grow and you learn. Because pain is the biggest teacher. And I love it. Thank you for my pain. Thank you for my pain. Because it's taught me so much. Even though it's been so hard, at the same time, it's taught me a lot. And I'm starting to come back to myself again. You can probably see the spark in my eye now. You know, this is me. You've never met me before. So yeah, people want to keep you in that same bracket because it's safe for them. Yeah, like an example of this, right, is Ben Affleck when he's done rom-coms his whole career, and he's been in romantic films. So that's how I saw him, as a romantic comedian, kind of. So then, if that's a title, so then when he's played Batman, like now, it just don't fit for me. It don't look right, and I'd want him to go back to being in the rom-coms because he just ain't Batman in my head. Because he's played that role for so long, my mind has got used to him playing that role, and now my mind wants to put him back in that role when I see him in a different role, when I see he's making change. And that's what it's like for people when you're changing. When you're doing really well, it's not something they're aware of, and they're purposefully doing it. I don't think my family have consciously gone, right, we're going to do this and make him feel like this. Not at all. They're unaware of it. They don't know they're doing it. And then they're like, oh, you're hurting yourself. That's what I was going to say again. Sorry, I'm a bit over the place. Because I was suffering, they're like, oh, Brad, you're hurting yourself. Like, you're putting yourself through this stuff. Just take it. Just take the pill. Like, and then I saw someone else, and they're like, you're not yourself. And I'm like, I know I'm not myself. Like, I'm withdrawing. I'm ill. Like, and I'm using other things because I'm trying to soothe the pain that I'm in and the suffering that I'm going through. Like, and unless you've been through it yourself, you won't understand, because it is suffering. It is horrible. And I'm still feeling it now after all this time. It's been like 2 months. I'm still feeling sweats and cold shivers today. All morning I've been struggling with it, and I've been contemplating using one of my old pills, the opiates. But I'm so far over that now, it would be crazy for me to start that again and go through all that again. Oh, I just can't do it. I couldn't do that to myself now. Like, I'm starting to love myself and respect myself more, and not want to put myself through that amount of suffering anymore. Like, people say, oh, you don't have to suffer, yeah, and all that. You could have just done it slow. But then it would have just been even longer. I would have been suffering slowly, and if it's not painful, it's gonna be easy to go through it again. So you're more likely to go, do you know what? I'll just do it again. I'll just come off it again in the future. I might as well use now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's easy. Once you do that, that's it. So I haven't, mate, and I haven't had a joint now for 5 days. Well, 4 days. I'm in the 5th day, coming up to the 5th day, like tomorrow. So I think it's peaked today. And no matter what people say, mate, weed withdrawals are physical. If you've been heavily addicted and you've been smoking it for years, heavily, like I was smoking a quarter every 2 days. So that's a 3-5 a day. That's an 8 a day. It might not be a lot to people, but it was a lot on top of all of my other medication. And because it's the last thing to go, he's got me wrapped around his finger, innit? You see that? You little woof. You little woof. Oh, I love you. And as well, yeah, like, what's keeping me strong is knowing that all the times that I've been suffering, I've not been myself, and he's not had his normal dad. Have you, baby? You haven't had your daddy, have you, boy? You're spoiled, ain't you? You're spoiled. Hey, baby. So yeah, it's been a wild time, really, and yeah, I went in. Oh, I'm just all over the place, mate, trying to cover all bases, but there's probably a lot that I've left out, and there's probably some that are going to take their own video to explain. Like, I've just like briefly gone over things in this one. I don't know what else has happened. Oh, I went out and jumped in the sea, dressed up as a woman. It's well funny, mate. I couldn't stop laughing. I had a bra on back to front. My mate's girlfriend dressed me up and dressed him up. And I just couldn't stop laughing, mate. And we went out like, I was like, oh, let's just go out like it. We went round the shop like it. Fucking, oh, it was crazy, mate. It was fun, though. I jumped in the sea like it. 4 o'clock in the morning. It's freezing, mate, and I was still clucking, but I was so out of it from all the other drugs. I was just, and I was drunk as well. I just didn't care. But yeah, I think it's been about a few weeks, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks since I took the last opiate. Since I took the last opiate pill, the long-lasting one. But it's been about just over a week, about 10 days since I took some codeine. But I only took them for 1 day because I was missing on my pre-gabs. And that's what's going to happen again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I've only got 1 pre-gab. So I'm 2 pre-gabs short. And I've only just got stable on them. Yeah, I am still on the pre-gabs. I forgot to mention that. Because I had to do a withdrawal from them as well, mate. Even though I'm still on my regular dose now, I still had to withdraw because I was double dosing. All them extras that I had, for some reason, because they was like weaker than my ones, there was only 100 mil and mine 150 mil. I just kept popping them, and then thinking about it, I was more than double dosing, so I had to withdraw from them just as the withdrawal from the codeine was finishing. That started, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just going from one thing to another. Then I run out of money, and I thought, I've got to quit smoking weed now. I've just got to. I've got no money. Well, I did have money, but I normally would have just spent it on the weed and worried about everything else later. But this time I got my priorities straight. I put electric on, even though it's my last little bit of money, and I could have actually probably got through if I just didn't use things for today, because I get some money tomorrow, so I'm all right tomorrow. But it's been tough, mate. But I am starting to feel like myself again. Today's been tough, man. Like psychologically, I think today, because and physically, like, I've got the cold sweats again. Like, I don't think I've ever got rid of them apart from when I was just out my nut completely and I didn't know what I was doing. That's why I got so out my nut and things, because I was so like, I've been through it for so long now, and it's just so exhausting. And just if you've been there, you know what it's like. And because I just kept using every now and then, I was keeping myself in constant withdrawal. And it just lasted longer than it should really. But I was bouncing from one drug to another, like getting the withdrawals from one, then start taking the other one more, and then getting higher for that one, waiting for the withdrawals to go from the other one, and then once the withdrawals went, I'd start back on it again, and then stop the other one, get the withdrawals from the other one. So it's just constant bouncing back and forth. But it's like I went, do you know what I'm saying? So it worked. So that's all that matters. I'm here. And I've been talking to my past self, the times when I've been struggling, and I've been saying, you done it. You're here. You got there. You did it. Keep going. And thinking back to the times when I've been struggling, not this morning, I was really struggling this morning, and last night with a couple of things. I felt guilty for pulling Loki because he wouldn't walk, and there was another dog, and there was loads of people, and people wanted to get past, and he just wouldn't move. So I pulled him, I made him walk a bit, and then afterwards I thought I shouldn't have done that, mate, with his legs. But he's fine today, and I've made sure I talked to myself, like last night, and said, look, bro, don't worry too much, it's all right. And I remember last night I thought about it, and then I thought, no, I didn't do it on purpose, and I love him. He knows I love him, and he's going to be fine tomorrow. And he is. I'm creating these causal loops constantly, man. So there's always a version of me out there in the future that's guiding me now. It's been me my whole life. I don't know if I said that. So I can't even remember all the things that I've told you before. So I'm going to have to watch the videos and go through them and upload them when I can. But I just want to keep this for myself, really, for the future, so I can look back and just know where I've come from, because I'm not going to say what's going to happen, because I don't like putting things out there for other people to have thoughts and confuse the signal. But honestly, I'm going to change the world, mate. I don't know what it is, because I've got so many different things. But one of the things that I do is going to change the world. It's going to leave a big impact. I've always known it. Always. Like, I'm not like trying to get it. I was at one point, about 10 years ago. I was trying to succeed, but I didn't love myself, man. And it was obvious. Like, I used to film my music videos like that. So I was telling people subconsciously to look down on me, because that's how I felt about myself. You know what I mean? All my music videos were above, like that, looking down on me. When normally music videos are like that, where you're above people. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't realise at the time. But I've just got so many skills, man. Like, I have. I'm not like boasting or nothing, but there's so many different things that I can do. There's so many. I've got a lot of different layers to me, and a lot that people don't see, man. Like, I do so much in my mind, and like, I keep getting messages lately from people. Like, the things keep popping up on my feed and stuff that, like, I don't know. Yeah, something's stopping me from saying that. Yeah, something's stopping me from saying that. So I'm not going to say it. But just know that something's going to happen, and I know, and I just want to look back on this. So future Brad, just remember all of this. Remember how hard it was. Remember how much you had to suffer. I can feel you now. It's me. It's my consciousness. Of course I can connect with it. The future me exists now. Of course I can connect with it. It's me. Loki, no, don't go down the stairs, Loki. I have to carry you up. No, don't go down there. I'll have to carry you all the way back up again. You don't need to go down the stairs. He's just on a wind up because I'm talking. He don't like my attention being on something else. If he knows what to do to make me stop doing what I'm doing, and that's one of the things. He's going to struggle getting up here now. I'm going to have to carry him up here. What are you doing? Get it, boy. Get it. Well. You wait, yeah, Daddy, come and get you in a minute. Right, I'm going to have to carry him up, so I'm going to end this here. But, yeah, man, check that view. Check the view, bruv. So high I have to carry him up the stairs every day. Hey, Loki. Look, there's even stairs in my home. That's the wall that I slid up when this happened. My neck flopped like that because it went in, right, and it was a big long one, about that big. So I went in, right in. Lucky to be here. And my head just flopped. I couldn't talk. I'll explain this on another video properly. But my girl come out, she looked at me, saw me down the bottom of the stairs, thought, nothing to see here. Shut the door. I was trying to scream to her. Like, you know, like a dream where you're trying to scream but you can't. It was that in real life. So yeah, mate, slid myself up the wall, got up here, got in there, flopped on the thing, my neck open. But I'm here. How did that miss my jugular? Don't know if you can see it.